So the Cybertruck launch is just weeks away, and there's a little doubt that we'll see a substantial increase in share prices just over the reality of the truck being shipped, the reviews, the photographs, the creative wraps, and hopefully the world realizing that it's both a work style and a work truck. Did I say work style? A lifestyle and a work truck. Once all that sinks in and the orders start increasing once again, the new orders for new trucks over and above the 1.9 million, well, maybe they've never stopped. That's something that we just have a little bit of a handle on. We don't really know, but it looks like the orders just continue to pile up and pile up. Anyway, the stock will get another lift from seeing the orders even increasing. But what about the margins? This is Randy Kirk, and if you like anything about what I'm doing here, hit like. If you like this kind of content where we talk about Tesla products, that's another reason to hit like. Anyway, hit subscribe, hit notify. I've got another show coming up this afternoon that'll be on the news because nobody else reports the news on Saturday. So I'll be giving you all the news that's fit to print later today. And then, of course, Patreon. This would be a really, really, really good time to help me out on Patreon. Numbers are down a little bit, I think, again, because it's August. And so I'm not getting as much advertising revenue and still costs just as much to produce the show, but I'm getting less revenue. So if you've ever thought about Patreon and if you can afford the $5 a month, and if you're getting some value, this would be a great time to do it because, of course, you get a free audiobook as well. All right, let's get right into it. Most of us were investors in Apple 20 years ago, and we watched as Apple worked hard to keep each new product as secret as possible. In fact, people were super impressed by how Apple could keep everything a secret as they got up to their reveals. And then there'd be this huge rush to go out and buy, and lines around the block and the stock would respond to those lines and to the numbers that they would report right after the reveal. They'd report how many they were selling every single day. Well, Tesla's taken some pages from that Apple playbook regarding reveals. They've never been quite as secret nor as polished as Apple, but sure, there was the reveal of the Cybertruck 4 years before production, and that was a well-kept secret until it was showed up on the stage by surprise. Nobody had a clue about it. Or there was the introduction of Optimus at least 3 years before production that we went through about 2 years ago, and it'll still be another year probably before you can get one for your factory. See reporting that I've done on that recently, and I'm sure I'll be doing again. But when Apple revealed a new phone, you could order it and get it within weeks. And in fact, if it was more than weeks, everybody got all anxious and unhappy. So after we've been waiting and waiting and waiting for 4 years, the Cybertruck is about to enter production. But for me, with my order for a Cybertruck, I'm still probably 2 years out. So far, we don't know all the specs. No one even knows the final pricing. We can only guess that there's about 1.8 million on order. We can only have a guess that it'll be, we only have a guess as to the price, but you know what? I think that the price is going to be about, what would you say, $79,950. So in other words, it's going to be right up there at the top of what it can be and still get full advantage of the U.S. tax advantage. So, but even if they sold for 60,000 average, we would have a backlog right now of $100 billion. That might be another Guinness Book record for Tesla, the largest backlog of a new product, maybe of any product in history. And you know what? Almost certainly that is true. Well, we also have no idea how many will be built in 2024. Now, we have some idea that the factory is designed for 375,000, and smarter people than me are predicting anywhere from about 125 to 250,000 for 2024. Now, nobody can really know until we go through the ramp and see just how quickly they can ramp this up. But for round number's sake, I'm going to suggest we go at 200,000 for 2024 and then a full-on ramp in 2025 to 375,000. So I want to hear from you on this one. Please comment. Is there any chance that Tesla will sell even one Cybertruck in 2024 for less than $79,995? Is there any chance? on the comments below, please let me know. So with 1.8 roughly million reservations and plenty of rich folks who want this as a toy, or like Brian Wong, who he's buying a fleet in order to use it in Turo now and Robotaxi later. Well, the first year, I think every single car that's sold will be at $79,995, or whatever that number actually turns out to be, roughly in that area. They will be able to sell 100% to folks who would like to have the top of the line truck. If you don't agree with me, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Well, if I'm right, and I have a very high degree of confidence, the margins on this variant will be as high as a Model X Plaid, maybe even higher. Therefore, even if there's a 10% hit to the margins from startup expenses, ramping, it's going to be costing, more in the early days to make it than it is later, because as it ramps, it gets less expensive to make. I'm still going to guess that they're going to end up with 30% margins for all of 2024 on those 200,000 that they sell. Again, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What do you think? Of course, we'll never get that kind of granularity from Tesla, so I can just claim that I was right all along. So we'll never actually know. The point is, while many new product introductions that require so much upfront cost and have such a higher production cost early in the ramp, they end up being a drain on profits. Maybe even, like the Model Y in Berlin might still be a drain on profits, or it certainly might have been through all of 2022. I'm going to claim that Cybertruck will be a huge profit maker in 2024. Now, when 2025 rolls around and we're needing to sell down market, then the margins might drop to around 25%, which is, according to Tesla, that is their goal. That's kind of their aim, is to hit 25% on all products other than software, of course. Oh, well, 25%, what a shame that would be. Now, assuming that the orders continue to pile up, and assuming that the take rate on those Cybertruck reservations is as high as the Model Y, then we should be hearing from Elon Musk that the capacity will be increasing, I would hope, at least to double. That would be another big, I think, hit on the stock, an improvement, and up on a higher price on the stock as a result of any such announcement. All right, so what do you think about all this? I think that this is important. I think it's something that's not being reported. I haven't seen anybody report and suggest this at all. Have you heard somebody else talking about potentially a 30% benefit, a 30% times 200,000 times $80,000 each? I don't think anybody else is talking about that. So I'd love to hear what you think, or whether you've heard of somebody else talking about it. And then, we'll see what happens. I mean, who knows? It's all to be unfolded in 2024, 25, and forward. Well, all right. So hit the like, hit subscribe, hit notify. And then again, I just need to talk to you for a minute about Patreon. Check out the books. I've lots and lots and lots of the Patreon people have already picked up their books. You get one if you're at the $5 level, you get two if you're at the $10 level, and you get 7 days free when you join Patreon. So that's an opportunity to come in and see what's up there, see what I've got that's different than stuff that I've never put up on YouTube before, never talked about on YouTube. I'll be adding more to that, and it helps to support the channel, because they're trust me, I am putting in 40 hours a week at least on this effort. I still have to spend another 20 plus hours to run my other businesses. So, for an old guy, I'm putting in some hours. So anyway, if you don't mind contributing $5 a month, and don't do it if you can't afford it. Believe me, if you're having trouble paying your bills, or, because of inflation, it's gotten harder for you, please do not spend me $5 a month. I don't need it that badly. I'm looking for you guys who have plenty of dough, and $5 a month for you is like a nothing burger. Those are the folks I'm hoping will see value in what I'm contributing each day, and maybe want to participate in being producers of this show. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'll be seeing you later this afternoon. As always, it's been great talking to you.